G'day there, I'm K2 Roo and I'm a professional competitive gamer for Australia's #1 esports team, Team Exile5. I'd like to show you today some modifications that I've done to the Cooler Master Storm Enforcer case. So features that this case comes with are 2 front panel USB 3.0s and 2 front panel USB 2.0s. It's tool free, there are dust filters on the bottom and front intakes. Cable management, so you get better cable routing. It also supports a rear internal 120mm water cooling system. It supports high-end graphics, both cards, ATI and NVIDIA. There's a great Storm Guard, which is a security system for safeguarding your gaming peripherals while at LAN parties and so you don't damage your high-tech gear. And also it comes with a 200mm fan. So as you can see here on the outside of the case, I've done a bit of modding. It's all aesthetics or cosmetic. With the contours of the side panel that came with this, there were some nice contours there. I thought they needed a touch of red. As you can see, I've got like a bear claw down the side of it. I've done all that myself, and I've painted a Team Exile5 sword or team emblem on the side of the case as well. As I turn the case around to you slowly, you can see on the front panel the most obvious thing is that I've removed the front door. I know that Cooler Master Storm Enforcers encourages modding, and that's what I've done with this case. So I've ripped the front door panel off. It looks much beefier. Looks like Terminator's been ripped out of a truck that just fell off a bridge or something. And I've also painted the front grille there red to enhance the red LED, or the 200mm red LED that comes with the case on the front panel there. You're probably wondering what's this silver thing on the side here, so I'll slowly turn that around. That is my cold air intake. I wanted to introduce cold air, increase cold air to the positive air pressure already inside the case, and this is how I wanted to mod the case, by introducing that. A few tools, a few things from the local hardware store. Probably cost me around $40 in total, I reckon, so not real much, not very expensive, and we'll have a look at that now. So we have the inside of the case here. I wanted to give you a perspective of a gamer's point of view. We like to get frames per second, and a lot of the high-end stuff we buy, we overclock even though it's already kind of maxed out, but we max it even more. So with this case, I really enjoyed this case, how I was able to remove those drive bays. I'm not a media guy, I don't have CD-ROMs and drives and things. All I want is an operating system on my solid state drive, which is located in here in the middle of the case. The Cooler Master Enforcer Storm case gives you that accommodation there for 2 actually in that little slot. So therefore I didn't need these 2 modular systems here for the drive bay, so I quite easily removed them, a couple of pop rivets out, and that was it. So 2 things I've done in doing that: I've increased airflow, and I've also been able to accommodate larger heat sinks for video cards. Even though the modular thing, with the modular bays in there, it still accommodated this card, but as you can see there's a lot more room now, and as I said, I'm aiding the airflow. You've got the 3 fans, I should say, pushing air inside this case in a westerly direction, but it's actually being drawn up at around this stage here by the 2 120mm fans on the liquid cooling system for the CPU, and the Cooler Master 200mm fan on the top of the case. So the airflow and air direction is a consistent direction like thus. The cold air intake, it's injecting from the side. I had 2 choices. I could have put it on the bottom or on the side, but I decided to go for the side, and that's injecting the air into the 200mm cold airstream. So it's a lot more air coming in from the 200mm fan, and the induction of the cold air intake it's just like a little squirt of cold air, and that's obviously, you can feel that. So, well, you can't feel it, but I can. It's very cold, and it also keeps my Cooler Master Silent Pro Gold 1000 watt power supply nice and cool as well. It's important for us when we overclock gear. We love to crunch numbers and get more frames per second in gaming. We scream out for frames per second. So a lot of gamers like to overclock things, and therefore you're going to create heat, especially when under load. I've noticed noticeable temperature drops of around 4 to 5 degrees, depending on the day, inside the room, since introducing the cold air intake, since modding the case, since cutting up a brand new Cooler Master Storm case. So let's see if they send us any more gear after this. So hopefully you enjoyed the review today that I've showed you on the modding that can be done to this case. On behalf of Team Exile5, I'd like to send a thank you out there to our sponsors, Western Digital, Cooler Master Storm and IINet, and a special thanks to all you guys out there watching this video and following Team Exile5. If you guys are interested in any more of the reviews we do, or any of our gaming statistics, please jump on over to YouTube, Facebook or Twitter and check us out there. Thanks heaps guys. Bye for now.